Hello fellow gamers, welcome back to Pokemon Battle Revolution. And let me just be the first one to say Merry Christmas! Oh man, this is probably a great day for all of you guys. I hope you're spending it with your family. In fact, you guys probably shouldn't be watching this video until Boxing Day as I'm staring at my computer angrily. But I'm sure you guys, I can't break tradition. I try to keep up with my things. So in this episode, we're going to be starting the Crystal Coliseum. This is I forget what it's called. It's like I don't remember what it's called. It's like a season competition or something. I didn't even bother reading it. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, it's like a tournament thing. So there's 16 people, which means no matter what, I'll have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 battles, I think. I'm not sure. But let's get right into your questions. But first we'll be facing off against Cool Beauty Larissa. Man, she's pretty smaxy. Anyway. So she's got a couple of ice types, and oh, how very fitting. It's Christmas, and she's got ice types. Ice types are weak to fighting and fire, so I'm just going to bring Flyless. It is also a double battle, keep that in mind, so I'll bring you two out, Poke and Travis. Let's do this! Okay, so the first question I got was from Beasting You Forever. He says, if you were to be any Pokemon, which Pokemon would you be? I would love to be a Blaziken, because he's my favorite. Espeon would be kind of cool because of the psychic powers, but that's all I got. Isan Cool says, my question is, what video game character would you be for a week, and what would you do? A video game character, I would love to be, that's such a tough one. I would say like, oh, I'd love to be Sonic the Hedgehog, because that'd be the fastest thing alive, if you get the reference I'm trying to put there. But, that's actually a really good one. I really can't choose. That's a very tough one. I guess if I could be any one video game character, I can either go for like, what I'd really want to be. I would love to be Vice from Skies of Arcadia because I would get to fly around on a flying pirate ship, and it'd be really fun. But besides that, I would love to be, Link from Legend of Zelda. That'd be cool. There's so many I could choose from. I don't know. That's a really tough question. I really can't choose, but for a week, I would love to be a pirate on the Delphinus with Vice. That'd be really fun. But that's probably the best I can give you. Yeah. Let me think of another. I don't even know what else I could be. I'd love to be Sonic. Alright, I gave you like 3 answers. Okay, next one's from CloudGamer007, as he answers every week. What is your favorite non-Nintendo franchise? Mine would quite obviously be Final Fantasy. What would yours be? Favorite non-Nintendo. I assume you're probably going to assume that Sega doesn't count as its own thing because it kind of is Nintendo now. So I think if you're going to say it's a franchise, I do love the Final Fantasy games. The Super Mario Brothers, not Super Mario Brothers, Super Monkey Ball series is very good. I love the Super Monkey Ball games. But I think I would, now I'm starting to realize how many like mainstream games I really play. But I guess I could say Final Fantasy because I did play a lot of 9 and 10. I didn't play like the entire series, and I'm like the biggest fan because I've played every series. But if I can't say Sonic, I would say that. Then I got one from the Capri Sun Master. He says, do you play Kingdom Hearts? No, I don't. I would love to, but I don't. And then he says, could I ever co-commentate? No, I already have the co-commentary planned for this LP. I am sorry. Mr. Lucky Galaxy asks, do you like any Kirby games? And are you going to LP one? I do love the Kirby games. I haven't played Epic Yarn yet, but my favorite one is definitely, my favorite Kirby game is definitely Superstar Saga, and I really want to get the one on the DS because that is a really fun game. I think I asked for it for Christmas. I don't remember actually. Yeah, that's about it. LPing one, I don't know. We have to wait a little bit. I can't give any answers right now, but who knows? I do not have one planned next, but we can see. If you could change a Pokemon in a game, wait, this is from Evlac103. If you could change a Pokemon game in any way, which one would it be and why? The Pokemon game I would love to change would be No, that's a Gabite. Oh, jeez. Ice would be very useful right now, which I don't have. Which means spikes. I can switch out to... And Calm Mind, start boosting. Start stat boosting. Anyway. I would probably say I wish that Pokemon Blue and Red and Yellow would be not as broken with, you know, how, like, you lose if you're frozen or wrapped. So, I would love that we could fix that, maybe. I think that would be a good thing to fix. Which are you getting, black or white? I would probably go for white. That's from Shadow King, by the way. Sorry about that. I would love to get white because, you know, Zekrom's cool. Mario, Pokemon, Zelda. What's your favorite type in Pokemon and why? Just if I can only pick one type, it'd be fighting types because they're very. They don't have too many weaknesses. They only have two, psychic and flying. They beat more than they're weak to, and they seem a lot more like legitimate. Like you fight, it makes sense. So yeah, if you can say type combination, I would love to see a dragon fighting type, which I forgot to answer last week, and I don't know why I didn't think of that when I was answering that question last week, or a similar type. If they can make their own type, and then I'm getting through these really fast. If you can make, this is also from Evlac 103. If you can make a Pokemon, what would its name be, and what types would it be? There you go. I can call it a Dragon Fighting type, and his name would be like... He'd probably look a little bit like Garchomp, except like, I don't know, kind of like... It would look like... He would look like a Tyrannosaurus. Except... He'd have like... Okay. Think of a combination of... Okay. What if... Okay, now I have to... Like, I'm thinking about all this right now. What if we had like a... Like, okay. Picture Garchomp, right? No. Garchomp? Yeah, we'll go with Garchomp. Picture Garchomp. And Garchomp with like... Instead of having all those blades all over him, he won't be a shark. He'd have, like, his fists would be wrapped up in tape, kind of like a fighter, right? Like, kind of, his fists would be wrapped up. And he'd be ready to, like to punch people. And he'd kind of be standing kind of like a kangaroo. He'd be like a kangaroo dragon. I don't know, I'm actually just throwing this off the top of my head. That'd be really cool. And that also brings, like, another cool type I like to see that I don't think we've seen yet is a fighting flying type. Maybe I'm just completely forgetting this, but there hasn't been a fighting flying type now that I think about it. Is there? I don't think there is. I'm trying to think about it. I don't think there is. If there was, I would totally have used it. I guess there isn't. Or I'm sorry if I'm completely forgetting this, by the way. Anyway, next question. Do you have any really cool Pokemon related memories? I think the best one I had, really good, not cool. I think the best Pokemon memory I have is one day I went to my next door neighbor's house who was my babysitter. Okay then, so Poke is screwed. I remember I started a new game in Pokemon Blue because I was a noob. I didn't want to catch all the Pokemon because like, that's way too hard, right? So instead of catching all the Pokemon, what I did is I would always start like a new game every once in a while. I was addicted to Pokemon Blue. And I kept playing through it over and over again. I remember this day. I started a new game when I was at my babysitter's. And not only did I start a new game, but like it wasn't just like a new game, cuz like by the end of the day, I remember I was already at Giovanni. And I went home and I finished it in the same day. I was just a memory I always remember because I did it like so fast. And I was very proud of myself that I got through the game that fast. Just Ice Beam Wormadam. Okay, next question is from Cloud the Gamer 007 asks, what was your favorite season of the Pokemon anime? Mine was the Orange Islands. That was his answer. My answer would probably be... Sometimes the themes are really good, like the Battle Frontier one that Darkful99 showed me the other day that I completely forgot about how good it was. But I do also love the one with like the galactic battles, like sometimes it's hard to know which way you're supposed to go, but deep inside you can be strong. I don't know the words, whatever. I don't remember. But I think in terms of song, my favorite is Johto Region, and I don't know, that's just awesome. But in terms of what actually happened in it, I am liking the new ones. I just don't like Dawn's character. I don't know, it's a really tough one. I guess I could say I'm just going with the original. It's the one I can kind of remember a lot from the most, so yeah. From Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, he asks, can you describe a Pokemon that you would like Nintendo/Game Freak to make, i.e. the type, what it looks like, its name, etc.? This is kind of the question I got in the last video. But I think I said either a fighting dragon or a fighting flying. And you gotta make sure like his fists are kind of bandaged up, kind of like a fighter looking sort of thing. Don't make him look too human-like. But I think Blaziken, if Blaziken had like a flying version of himself, like instead of having that airplane thing, maybe take like the thing that's on his head, put it on his back, kind of spread it out more, kind of make it look more like wings. That'd be a cool flying type. Okay, that's about best. I don't know what his name would be. I can't think of a Pokemon name well at all. Okay, so it says Pokemon from Shadow King asks, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or Pokemon Ranger? Mystery Dungeon or Pokemon Ranger? I haven't played either one, so I can't really answer, sadly. And then Koopa Puff Media, I can't believe I read that wrong, says, do you like Mudkips? I don't. I do like Mudkips. I do love Mudkips, but I am gonna say that Torchics mount Mudkips like Tricos. I'm just saying. And yeah, that is it for the questions this week. So that brings me to my next question. No, not my next question. That just brings me to saying, Merry freaking Christmas, everybody. I hope you're all having a great time on your Christmas. Probably taking the time to watch this video, which in fact is almost done. The only reason why I keep using Spikes as Cacturne is because he's scarfed, in case you've been wondering the whole game. Oh jeez, that's bad that he attracted me. And oh, we're almost done this. We're almost done. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, Swampert, 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 Swampert. Grr. Swampert's very defensive. Oh, good, you finally killed it. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's takedown. He did damage to himself. Yay! Yeah. So how is your guys' Christmas being? And I want you guys to comment. If you commented on the last thing, like what you got for. No, wait. Never mind. I'm sorry. Thinking of the future. I was gonna ask. What do you guys think? Like, I want to ask you guys. Not what you got for Christmas, but what has dragged you away from your Christmas presents to come watch this video? Like, or what has made you watch this video even though this is Christmas? I am just wondering. I don't know. Maybe it's a stupid question. I just think that's cool. But along with that, leave your questions in the comments. I love them. I love reading them. You give me some good questions. Some of them are hard to answer though. Like, if you can name name a whole new Pokemon. That's a tough one. I just can't do that. Flying pointer all over the screen. Okay, another thing I could probably talk about is my chair broke. I'm sitting on my bed right now, but like my chair broke, and I was just like, "Aw, my chair's broken."